somebody stop me, stop me, stop me. Oh, somebody stop me. Lord, if I'm doing it wrong, then please stop me. Stop me. Stop me.
Look at what the American band pants on.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. The City of Angels showing it can be loud and raucous. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad emerged from the tunnel. They're ready for football and ready to watch their Rams do battle with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. Greg Zuerlein, the Rams kicker, approaches, kicks it off, and here we go from Los Angeles. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Throwing on first is Wentz. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
Wentz now on first down. And this is caught at the 8. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Alshon Jeffrey, 36 yards. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. And he knocks it through. Elliott now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 27. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Here's Goff now on 2nd down. And the open receiver is Robert Woods. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. On 1st down, Goff. Throw left side complete. That's Reynolds. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. To throw is gone. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
And he comes back with one complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. On 4th down, Goff. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Brandon Graham in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Well, the Philadelphia Eagles, Charles, they had a tough loss last week against Dallas. That drops them to 6 and 7. And you and I have talked before about sort of a Super Bowl letdown season, if you will, and they certainly seem to be in the midst of that.
They certainly are. Now 6 and 7 with the overtime loss in Dallas. Obviously had to have that game. Gave up 576 yards of total offense. The 2 games back of Dallas with 3 to go. But Dallas has beaten them twice, so they need Dallas to collapse, and they need to win all of their games. And if you're curious, partner, take a look at this schedule. They've got to go to the Rams on a Sunday nighter, home against Houston, both playoff teams. You know, neither one's going to do them any favor.
No, and then they'll finish at Washington, but you're right. It's a tough finishing slate for Philly.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Wentz. He's going to let one fly for Tate. And this is taken in at the 5. Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a 1st down.
Boy, boy, boy.
To throw, it's Wentz. Eluding, and the Eagles are in for 6.
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass, but it turned into an exceptional run. What a scramble for a touchdown.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Elliott now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Well, the Los Angeles Rams not yet owners of a first-round bye. They have clinched the NFC West, first in the NFL to win their division. But last week, surprisingly, only put up 6 points in that loss at Chicago.
Not surprising overall in terms of defensive struggle, because you had the last 2 defensive players of the year in the NFL playing in that game. Aaron Donald for the Rams and Khalil Mack for the Bears, and the Bears have been strong on D all year long. What I found interesting was how the Bears scored their touchdown. Right? Trick play, backup offensive tackle, catches a touchdown pass. How often do you see that?
Not very often. By the way, going to make a big difference whether the Rams play in 70-degree L.A. or 20-degree Chicago. A little bit different for the weather style.
It certainly is, which means that down the stretch, the Rams still have to play excellent football. Just because they won the division, they can't kick back. They need to lock up one of those 2 home field byes to start the playoffs.
Gone. Gurley's got the first down and then some. It's complete. This is Todd Gurley as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. They're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. A shotgun snap for Goff. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So, territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. From the gun, here's Goff. Steps away to his left. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
From the red zone now, Goff. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. On the keeper, here's Goff. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Jared Goff scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Rams are able to get back within a touchdown. And it's no good. No, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. Zerline out now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. He's going to let one fly for Tate. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
On 2nd down now, Adams. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. He'll take that anytime he hands the ball to him back.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. 19 yards that time for number 19. Wentz now on first down. This complete left side to Aguilar. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Well, one thing neat going on around the NFL again recently this year, we've seen this before, but the My Cause, My Cleats, just a chance for the players to give back to a certain charity that they like and dress up their shoes how they want. I know you saw that a couple weeks ago in your game.
I certainly did. I had the Giants and the Bears, and during this time frame, each team is allowed to designate one home game for My Cause, My Cleats. And that was the Giants' home game. They designated it. And Alec Ogletree had a big game. I mean, he had a pick six.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Marlin!
Out of the gun. Gone. It's caught inside by Cooks. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Now Goff on first down. He gets it to Cooks. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Zerline's kick is good. And that'll get the lead down to 5. So they're still down, but they are able to salvage 3 here heading into the lockers.
This is what you work on from the beginning of training camp. Heading into the half, put some points on the board. No matter what the score says at that point, you've accomplished what you set out to do.
After the made field goal, Zerline back out there now to send this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. Time for a break. We've hit half. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Hey, 5.
Here's Goff. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Fletcher Cox with a big-time sack on third down. And it'll be a loss of 7. Here's Johnny Hacker now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now Sproles. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They start on the ground with Adams. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. On the stop was Aaron Donald. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
A good pick up there, 26 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone.
Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Akeem Talib. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. CD, by the way, we have some news from the esports world. First major of the new year. The Madden Classic was held in Las Vegas during Week 14 of the NFL season. 170 players.
Yeah, did you see the money?
Over $150,000 in prize money.
Not so bad, Not too shabby.
And your winner, I'll let you do the honors for the second straight year.
Michael Skimbo, second straight year. The man walks away with the money and the championship belt. He beat Justin Lowman Brown 28-21 in the final. I think the world was looking forward to this one, and they got it. And I can't wait to see how Skimbo does with the rest of the majors now. He is the man to beat.
Sorry, little man Barone. Congratulations, Skimbo. To throw on second down is gone. And that one's complete to Gurley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. First down, it's gone. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdowns. 49 yards. And thanks to the interception, the Rams offense cashes in for 6. Goff now looks to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. And in the third quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it'll stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for 2 too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up 2, right? So a field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done, though.
Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. All right, partner, let's peek ahead to Week 15 while we have a second here. It starts out with a good one on Thursday night. How about the Chargers and the Chiefs, a battle in the AFC West?
Yeah, it could very well decide the division, and that's a huge, huge ball game. And who saw that coming when the season began, that this would decide the whole deal? How about our first Saturday games of the year? Texans, Jets, Browns, Broncos, and those are going to feature the young quarterbacks. Sam Darnold with the Jets, Baker Mayfield with the Browns.
And then Sunday, the late game, Pats and Steelers. You get Eagles-Rams Sunday night, Saints-Panthers Monday. I mean, hello, Week 15.
Yeah, that means I'm doing absolutely nothing the entire weekend except sitting on the couch and watching ball.
Well, you're also working a game on Sunday.
Oh, yeah, besides.
And got his man complete. That one will go down as 33 yards on the third down conversion. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Wide open receiver complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Zach Ertz, 45 yards. And the Eagles are able to cash it in for 6. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Elliott now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. Goff will lead the Rams up here, 1st and 10 at their own 26. Now Goff. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Bro, what the fuck was that?
This one up to about the 39 here. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. They'll run again with Adams. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down. Again, here's Adams.
I got you, bro.
Swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I think it's pretty easy to say this is a ginormous 3rd down opportunity here for the defense. And I'm just going to tell you, Brandon, from my experiences, what you're saying in the huddle to each other is, all the
bro, calm down. Heal, bro.
But the biggest one, you don't have to do more. Just do what you can do, and you can make this play.
That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st. On 1st down, Adams. And a short gain down to about the 33. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
On 3rd down, it's Adams. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less
Do
than
it for little dog.
Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz. Dancing to his left. They give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
The best quarterbacks
I got
that
you,
ever
bro.
played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
Here's Smallwood. Oh, able to
Bro, come on, man. You gotta be, boy, goddamn.
Lead to a first down gain. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Adams. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. As they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
On 3rd down, that's Adams. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Well, 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down. Wentz going to go on 4th down. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And that will force a turnover on downs. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down. Back to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Goff now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. He's back to throw. Underneath to Davis. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A good pickup there at 22. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Goff now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's 1st down. Back to throw. A dump off for Davis. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
Wide open receiver complete. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. He'll look to throw.
I got you, bro. I got you, bro.
Likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Now Goff will lead the Rams up to go for 2. They'll try to sneak. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1.
I got you, bro.
Zerline out now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. He'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
Let's see if they can do it. Might be easier.
I got you, bro.
It's intercepted. Picked up by John Johnson. And the return.
I got you, bro.
Go out to the 42-yard line.
Appreciate this, bro. EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the architectural wonder that is the Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Los Angeles Rams. Greg Zerline now. He'll handle the honors to get us started. And off we go on EA Sports.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
This is Coleman. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. The tackle there by Mark Barron.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and they're going to have a third down. Here's Ryan to throw. Flush to his right. It's caught. Jones. him over. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. A big play there, Ryan to Jones. 43 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Flushed out right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Nikel. The 30. Past the 20. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
You mean with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Charles, last week, the Atlanta Falcons, that was a game that you had against the Green Bay Packers, and another loss, 5 in a row now. It's been quite a fall from Super Bowl 51, has it not been?
It certainly has, and it's hard to truly explain. They've had plenty of injuries on defense, but at one point they had won 3 in a row, had gotten themselves back to 4-4, and were headed to Cleveland, looking like they had a bunch of momentum. They got whacked in Cleveland and haven't been the same team since. Julio Jones had a big game in Green Bay on Sunday. Had 8 catches, 106 yards, and 2 touchdowns. 4 of those and a touchdown came on their first drive. Not much after that.
And this loss that last week, that guarantees that they're going to have their first losing record since 2014.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Hey, let's go. Hey, South. Let's go.
On 3rd down, Ryan. Looking deep for Julio. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down inside the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the 1st down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
And Bryant's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit for the field goal.
And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Back home, it's the first carry for the former Georgia Bulldog, Gurley. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber and runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Reynolds. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Just beating the play clock is gone. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. Remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Back to the air. Goff on second down. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
Back live now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Rams with a football to get us going. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go.
A shotgun snap for Goff. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Vic Beasley able to make the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Here's Goff now on second down. Throw complete right side to Cooks. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this. And, hey, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
Offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
On second down, here's Goff. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Brandon Cooks from 10 yards out. And the Rams add on to their lead.
Bro, God.
That's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
Coleman. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, Ryan. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 2 minutes remain here.
Bro, is you making my game lag over here?
Back to Atlanta right after this timeout. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On first down, Ryan eluding the pressure right. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
What's going on down there?
And he'll take this one down near the 15. Michael Brocker's in on the stop. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far. And after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And all the way down inside the 5.
All right, I'll come down there.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Ryan. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So after the loss of down, they'll come up here with a 2nd and goal.
All right.
Ryan. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
Brandon, I believe that they were in 4-down territory, and that's what they were thinking. But after the loss, I've got to kick the field goal. No way I'm going to go for it in this situation. But you know some of these coaches, they're extremely unpredictable, and they may go ahead and press it.
And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And Bryant's kick is good. And they will cut the lead back.
Where your brother?
Touchdown now at 13-6.
What time he get off?
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable.
Randy was talking about some. The last few times he done came down here, he ain't see us or something. Papa was talking about he cooked them with all that mess.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And the Rams now coming out on the field. And we'll see how this is
I don't know. I'll probably
played.
take a shower in a minute, go down there. I ain't doing nothing anyway. Yeah.
What do you think,
That's all I'm trying to see what that nigga Will doing.
Try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
They go play action here on 1st down. He gets it to Cooks. And down he goes, but he takes
the
it
dude
up
lagging
to
my damn game over
they
here.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
Oh, no, she was my mama, I think.
And Cooks has it over the middle.
Gonna go down, Papa.
Down almost all the way to the 30. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until
You ain't doing
halftime.
shit anyway.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
But send your lazy ass in there looking at the TV.
On 1st down, gone. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the...
I said, that's all you doing.
He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
Sound like you about to sleep here.
Woods, 32 yards. And the Rams add on to their lead. Zerline good with a PAT.
That's only 6 hours, girl.
Successful.
Turn your defrost on.
Kick this one away.
Turn the defrost on.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here are the Falcons
I
as
need
their
to give me a
offense
new
heads
car
back
here.
onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play
I don't want no
this.
upgrade. I need
think
something
we'll
new.
find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
I really want a truck.
Jones. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Aqib Talib. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
They probably about to pop off and blow my damn
starting field
phone.
position for him here as they come up 1st and 10.
Hell no.
The final shot before break here. Gone. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best.
So who the little boy you talk to
the
now?
End of this first half of play. We now proceed
Rakeem.
to the start of the second half.
Who this boy you talk to now?
The Rams going to get the football
Because
first
I heard
here,
about
and they
you.
look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the
he
field.
think he done got
This
him
is sort
some
of
little
what you would call a putaway
exposure
drive,
on
isn't it?
YouTube.
They
He
score
want to
here,
start acting
especially a
funny.
touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly
I told him,
feels
boy,
that way, and I think that they're going to
bitch,
call
I
their
never talk to your
plays
head, boy. Don't play with me.
because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
He had a
Still
little
third
thing
quarter,
going.
you just
I was
get
like,
that
boy, might
feel.
well go on and shot me out on that. Cause I was just bullshitting.
First play of
Cause
the
I
drive, a
don't even
success,
fuck with 2K
19
like
yards.
that. Hey, bro, I'm trying to get my stuff right there. I will, nigga.
Now Goff on first down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. A swift move and then tackled just on the other side of midfield. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll
Yeah, I
be a
tried to call it
second
bitch
down.
and he ain't want to answer the phone. I think he burning that chicken
They'll
up.
run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Gone. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he's got this down to the 35.
All right, I'm gonna call you before I go down there and see if you still gonna go.
There, and they move the chains.
All right.
Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. On 2nd and 10, gone. And that's complete to Cooks. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
What you doing, huh?
From the red zone now, gone.
Hey, you gonna run down and pop out with me for a little minute?
And he'll be brought down this time.
Uncle Randy talking about some, he done came down here the last 4 times and ain't nobody came down here to see him or some shit.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
Alright. Hey, did you get my picture?
5-yard touchdown run.
You get that picture I sent you?
And the Rams add on to their lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the decision to just
I done hooked my whole, what you call it, though. When I get around a laptop, I'm a car and I'm gonna hook you up one.
This fielded a few yards.
Wait till you see my header, my nigga. My shit kinda clean, ain't good stink.
And he'll take this one near the 25. Call it the
See, I was just sitting here
26-yard
thinking, I was
line.
like, I just want my picture to be something with a gorilla for some reason. So I was thinking, I was like, saying my name CEO Sin. I was like, you know what, nigga, I'm finna get me a gorilla and put a suit on there, hoe.
And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that.
I sent it to you. You should it's in your messages. If you can get messages, I sent that to you.
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really
But yeah,
scripting more
just
like 8
text
to 10.
just text me
Kind of a
around
slow
about
or an
when you
opener,
close to getting off and then I'm gonna come right
terminology
there.
they use, just something to get
All
you
right.
off to a quick start.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Flush to his right. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back. Okay, with that incompletion, I've been waiting to get this in because I wanted to ask you about that crazy finish in Miami. How in the world did they find their way to the end zone?
That was something, wasn't it? And I've seen a few along the way. In college football, Boise State over Oklahoma in the Fiesta Bowl. You remember that one?
Yep.
With the hook and lateral play, and they had a bunch of crazy plays down the stretch. But this one in the NFL, especially considering you kind of knew they had to do something like this, yet they still were able to pull it off. 69 yards, Tannehill to Stills, to Parker, to Kenyon Drake. And then, of course, Gronk was on the field in case they threw the Hail Mary. Outran Gronk to the end zone. What a finish for the Dolphins.
So last year we had the Minnesota Miracle. Now we had the Miami Miracle this season. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as they'll go for it on fourth down.
Bro.
Ryan. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. Time to establish the run game here.
You know, man.
Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard. To
Yeah, this nigga for lagging the hell out of my game, fool.
First half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to
What
producing.
you got going?
But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
To throw on second down is gone. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And he's taken down, but not before.
Boy, trying to ride down my grandpa later.
A really nice gain of 25
Oh, I probably will
yards.
get off. That nigga Randy come out soon. Don't nobody come down there and see him when he done here. So I'm gonna make him go down there.
Now a first down throw. Gone. Flushed out right. And it's a
Jared Goff so fucking slow, bro. And I don't fumble the ball.
When I see a play like that,
I just got hold down by a defensive tackle, fool.
I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point? Whatever you're going to pick up, to either
Boy.
take the hit,
Hope called me
and in this case,
yesterday.
lose the football.
Bro, I didn't even want to answer the phone because I knew what you was talking about.
Hindsight's really never wrong, is it?
I
Because
was,
you can
bro,
analyze it,
I ain't got nothing. I don't know what to tell you.
First option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him
Bro,
14.
bro,
Five
she put them in the group
straight
message and
completions here
said
in the second half.
congratulations.
First and 10.
I was, whoa, I was reading it. I was like, was she for real? She even put the little message effects on there, everything. I said, boy, I was like, I just asked dude. I was like, I wonder what Hope gonna say, but she find out. As soon as I said this, she text dude.
Take a break.
Well, she texted to her.
On first and 10, it's Ryan. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively.
Oh, hell, girl. I guess my nigga didn't love you like that.
They'll try again from the
Yeah,
36
she be
on
alright.
second and 10.
She better get one of them white niggas in Mississippi. She better gonna get one of them white niggas in Mississippi.
Second and 10 now. Ryan. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first
Boy, you
sack
sick
of the
too?
game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did.
Boy, my
force
shit
the
was stopped us so
incomplete
bad
pass.
yesterday, boy. I thought I was gonna die in this hole. Then I done closed the window and turned the heat on. Then woke up, bitch, thought I was burning in hell.
On third down, Ryan. It's caught. Jones.
Bro, Julio Jones,
And
bro.
getting this
This
just
shit
shy
be
of
cheap.
midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Ryan to Jones, the Falcon connection there for a first.
Here we go. Space.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle.
Julio Jones, bro, he owned this game stopping on a dime, dude. Like, it's cheating, bro.
You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds.
See, I'm finna go man on Julio Jones.
Too far at second down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly.
Yeah, someone keep a safety over the top and make that corner play man.
Much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's
all. Oh, no, I'm not isolating that nigga with nobody. I'm going to always have somebody over the top or in the middle trailing somewhere.
Now Ryan.
This game is stupid. Like, bro, just pass the routes off. Like, I don't think this game understands it. I said, I honestly don't think this game understands it. I'm like, one nigga coming across the field one way, one nigga coming across the field the other way. Instead of them, whoever come across that way, he just take it. He'll just start dropping all the way back. Now the nigga wide the hell open. Like, there's a point. What you doing all that for?
And they will try again from the 2-yard line.
And he think I'm blitzing, but I ain't blitzing.
It's Coleman here. And he pushes forward, but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about
the dude said, the dude was on the stream earlier. I gonna get you to do it for the Rams. Bitch, I done got, although you know I cannot score when I get that close to the damn goal line. Bro, my mama, he ain't getting in there. I'm on the 2-yard line, nigga. It's 4th down. I done dropped.
And the Falcons cut into that lead.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed.
Oh, it was about, I can't remember.
Okay,
it was up there, though.
But it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive,
I didn't create a header. I couldn't send them to you because I couldn't get the damn picture up there.
Their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Fielded about a yard deep. And
all right.
That return here, he gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time, fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go, and move on to the next series.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Now gone. He's going to air it out deep for one. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On first down, it's Gurley. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, here's Goff. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
They do tack on the extra point as well, as this gets them back within a touchdown and a two-point conversion. So just under 2 minutes to play, and this would figure to pretty much be your ball game right here. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Goff now 14 out of 17, 82%, and it's 1st and 10. Goff going to throw it. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. The Falcons going to use another timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Goff. His throw caught right around the 6. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That one goes for 24 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Buying time to his left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. They come out here in the eye. Goff going to keep it himself. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's 3rd down. On the keeper, here's Goff. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Jared Goff scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Rams add on to their lead.
Bro, you really is sitting up here lagging my game, bro.
And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. Good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Hey, Tuesday.
Now Ryan on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Get up!
My high school coach John Ford used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
Ryan, now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. It was the free safety, LaMarcus Joyner, that time, able to make the play.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead.
Hey, what's up, bro?
Quarter. Maybe can expect
Like and
more
sub to
passes
my
like
channel
that
if you don't mind.
downfield.
Oh,
Here we
switch,
go.
Hank,
It's
switch.
fourth down. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And he's
Hank,
able to
switch.
get it back to right around the 27.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Throwing now, Goff. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. Goff on first down. That'll be incomplete.
Bro, he not gonna die through my body and get there.
Remaining. It was Desmond Trufant right there, step for step in coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 2-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like,
You thought you had your easy one, didn't
we
you?
can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. One last shot for Ryan. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Well, I know this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard.
can feel it falling in the air.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Los Angeles Rams. Greg Zuerlein now. He'll handle the honors to get us started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Mom, if you say something I can't hear you, I got the earphones on.
Scrimmage, and that's it.
Oh, it's in the bathroom.
Play there, second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly.
No, Mama, you had got that shampoo.
Making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
I ain't get it back out of there.
And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A first down carry by Elliott. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. On second down, Elliott. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. 20. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line.
Boy, you slow fool.
Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play.
You got to take that one to the crib.
First interception thrown.
And that last one,
Hey, what's up, bro? You knew just go on the sub and lead it like I got you.
A quick change in the situation here. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. Here's Goff. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after him early.
He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
So on 4th down, here comes Greg Zuerlein to try and get 3 for the Rams. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Back here with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We've had the kickoff to begin the first quarter. Now it's time for the second quarter kickoff.
The 8-5 Dallas Cowboys return their offense to the field here, and they won last week to get to 8-5 over Philly. In that game, they had 576 yards of total offense, so you would think maybe some more points because that's the most yards of offense they've had since 1978.
It is absolutely amazing because you think,
but when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Mark Barron. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Goff. Trying to lay one up deep. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown.
Dropping dimes, I need.
Robert Woods, 39 yards. And the Rams add on to their lead. And that was really just a great battle for that football on both sides. The result is a touchdown.
I'd like to say it was a win-win, but it really wasn't because the defender, while he was there with excellent coverage, he didn't get the benefit, did he?
But he's not going to get chewed up in film session, will
he? No, he was right there. They'll tell him, okay, of course you need to knock the ball away, but they won't be too upset with him. He did his job for the most part.
And out now come the Cowboys. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. 3rd and short yardage. Prescott. And that's caught by Beasley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Dallas first down. Prescott hooking up with Beasley. Prescott on first down. Completes it right side to Cooper. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
I laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them.
I did what?
Especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult.
I ain't been nowhere.
Drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open. That makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Now Prescott. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. On the sneak, it's Prescott. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. A give to Elliott.
Hey, Mama, you work tomorrow?
Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Appreciate the show, bro. Nah, I wasn't talking to you. I was on you. I'm on YouTube.
Prescott looks to throw on first. And avoids the contact by sliding. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Yeah.
On second down, Prescott again. Throw right side.
Bro, yes,
18 yards there.
he was up there getting a refrigerator not too long ago.
And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't
when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good
Do
jump
Walmart thing be open today?
Continue to move on.
The little tire center place.
The first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys.
I need to get an oil
first
change.
and goal just inside the 5. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Prescott eluding the pressure right. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it
Appreciate the sub, bro.
He'll get it up the middle.
Bro, come on.
For a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is down to 2.
Yeah.
So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And in hindsight,
yeah, just
probably
man.
should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Give him 30 yards there.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield, but when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And give them a gain of 37. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. From the red zone now, Goff keeps himself upright.
Bro, come on.
Too great, and he goes down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Out of the gun. Goff.
Ah, shit. I
The
put it
50-50
right
ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And these guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Elliott. And now running right through it. And he's going to be taken down here, as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've come to halftime. It's the visiting Rams taking the lead to the break. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out.
You just had a little more speed.
A yard or two shy of the 30. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half.
Oh, hold up. Oh, no. It's not
They're
that
going to make
hard.
their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Another carry now for Gurley.
That's my fault right there.
The 30. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, L.A. Goff finding
Where you from, bro?
I got a kick out of that one, partner.
I'm down here in Arkansas.
Trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here's Goff now on second down. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. Tyrone Crawford in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
A deep ball for Gurley.
Bro, why he?
The ball away and it falls incomplete. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Prescott from the gun.
Oh, I went for the wrong one.
To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
He did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. They go down.
Oh, that's my fault.
And past the 35.
My fault, my fault, my fault.
Too shy of the 30. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Oh, Prescott stripped, and the Rams have got it back. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley.
Bro, he not getting me.
At the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he's
If you gonna pick up a block, bro.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. And he had a nice play there from his free safety position to hold him to nothing.
And Brandon, remember when the free safety was always back away from the line of scrimmage?
That's changed.
That changed in a big way. The way we see it now, they're almost mirrors between the free safety and the strong safety. One will be up, one will be back, or sometimes both will be in the same spot.
Oh, I saw you click on him at the last second. I did not want to throw that.
The 36. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Nah, I was looking for that slant the whole way. And then you clicked on him and I still threw it for some reason.
Arlington, it's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. On 1st down, gone. Throw left side.
Oh my God.
It's Reynolds. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Dumps it off to Gurley. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. It's caught left side by Cooks. Touchdown, L.A. Brandon Cooks, 37 yards. And the Rams add on to their lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Zerline out now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Aqib Talib. And it's a huge return as he brings this all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Now a first down throw, gone. Being shaped, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
God.
Tyrone Crawford in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Jared Goff with his third touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
I'm double clicking the hell out of it.
Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long. They've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
He completely dropped that one. I see what you're saying now. He completely dropped that one.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. They'll have his man. That's Cooper. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. On 1st and 10, Prescott. He's going to go for a big play downfield. That's caught inside the 20. They give him a gain of 38. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. From the red zone now, Prescott. Flush to his right. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Now he'll escape to his right. And he's taken down
You had Circle going back across their way.
And it results in a sack.
Oh, that's what I thought you were going to throw it to.
In there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Here's Prescott, and incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. Incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it's becoming increasingly clear now that the Rams are going to win this football game.
Start running this play right here.
To go now.
I said this play right here. Start running this play. I'm gonna see if it's in the work with you.
Throwing now, Goff.
You see how he set that pick? Well, it ain't really a pick, but it's going to happen every time.
And it's 2nd down. How good has he been throwing the football, though? Despite that incompletion, that's just the 3rd time he's been off target this entire game.
And Brandon, I've been on the other side of this equation, trying to defend a guy who's been this hot, and it chips away at your confidence. And when you're not...
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Jordan Lewis.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there.
You a man, huh?
You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys
that's
look
my
for the
fault.
football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Prescott now. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Aaron Donald in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal, though.
Oh, Prescott stripped. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
And Cooks has it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Now Goff on 1st down. And some room to run now. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Goff going to throw it. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against him. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Brandon Cooks finishing strong with 3 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Rams add on to their lead. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Zuerlein out now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Who said the crowds wouldn't embrace football being back in L.A.? You certainly couldn't tell that by what we saw a few moments ago. These folks are pumped up as their Rams get set to do battle with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
What's up, bro?
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On second down, here's Goff. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 23 yards on the play. On first down, it's gone. And that's complete to Cooks. And he'll get it down here to the 43. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Robert Woods, 43 yards. And the Rams are going to take a first quarter lead. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Zuerlein out now to kick this one away. This will be taken very short. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And out across midfield down to the 45. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary. And I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Prescott now on 2nd down. And now he'll tuck it and run. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working. One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver, Tavon Austin. 3rd down here.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete.
46.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And this is caught. It's Cooper. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott punching it in from a yard away. And the Cowboys are now just an extra point away from moving out in front. Now the try here for the extra point. Point after, right down the middle. And they take the lead here at 7-6. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. On the return, it's Pharaoh Cooper. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. And a nice little broken tackle run there by Todd Gurley, the 10th pick in the 2015 draft.
And that's what you get with him, that full package of speed, power, able to catch the ball out of the backfield. Many people doubted him coming out because of the knee injury in college. They're seeing the full Todd Gurley now, and it hurts.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st and 10, Goff. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's Goff. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Reynolds. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. Goff in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Out of the gun, Goff. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Back in the first quarter, you said it, they need to avoid the big play, but he just got a big one right there.
You can't relax. You know, we talked about in the first quarter, but as the game progresses, still opportunities, and he took advantage of them there.
And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely, pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. Goff now looking to throw. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him for a loss of 5. A first down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. A shotgun snap for Goff. Now he's forced out left. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. DeMarcus Lawrence in there again as he's able to pick up sacks on both 1st and 2nd down. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up. Goff now to throw. This is caught. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Brandon Cooks, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams are in for 6. Zerline now for the PAT. This time, the extra point up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Zerline out now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll get this one up to the 26. There to make the tackle, Samson Ebukam.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
A second down throw for Prescott. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Aaron Donald. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
It's coming now.
Third and long for Prescott. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Aqib Talib, the veteran Pro Bowler, there to get a hand in, knock it away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the second, he's got a man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there, for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or two in the middle of the field. But if you hit enough crossers and underneath routes and curls, you start to get those guys creeping up, wanting to make plays on the football. It's the equivalent of a changeup in baseball. You show your other stuff, throw the changeup, and on that play, it worked for big yardage.
Goff in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 8 for 8 now, throwing the ball to start the game.
20. 12.
Now Goff. Now he's flushed out left. And this is caught at the 8. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. From the gun, here's Goff. Escaping the pressure right. Looking this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Second half starts with a carry by Elliott. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Samson Ebukam. able to drop him for a loss of 4.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And the pressure gets to him again. Michael Brockers. He's the one to get him this time. And back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter, standing just about on his own goal line. Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Sean Lee in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Orange.
To throw on 2nd down is gone. Wide open receiver complete. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart, because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to his...
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Jalen Smith coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Hey, Shell. Touch.
Now it's gone. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Jalen Smith in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long.
Super.
Goff. Eluding the pressure right. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A big pickup, 18 yards, but they still stop him well short of the marker. So on 4th down, here comes Greg Zuerlein to try and get 3 for the Rams. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And he's going to lose yardage here. as they will switch ends as time has run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's third and long.
Here we go. 180. Here we go. 46. 46.
Prescott from the gun. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get them to fourth down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is taken at the 23. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Goff on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Looking for Woods that time, and that'll bring up second down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
20.
Back to the air. Goff on second down. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. Give him 30 yards there.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Have confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in.
Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Tyrone Crawford in there to get him the 6th time they've sacked him tonight. Here's Goff now on second down. Steps away to his left. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
Everyone has their strengths, able to move to their right or their left, being able to throw the football. So that means you've got to work on both because you never know which way you're going to get flushed by pressure. In this situation, able to escape to his left and makes an accurate throw. If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Here we go on 4. Goff. Dancing to his left.
How did you miss him, Goff?
They can't hook up here.
How do you miss him?
Attempt, and the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now second down.
Here we go. 480. Here we go. 46. 46.
On second down, Prescott again. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. The Cowboys on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey, 26.
From From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And got his man complete. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, 93 yards.
93 yards.
Cut it to within a score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. Extra point right down the middle, and that will get them one closer. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback, because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. On 2nd down, here's Goff. Forced out to his left. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
The Rams on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Now it's gone. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he's taken down but able to slip across the
Game.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this up over the 40 to
Let's start using them timeouts, bro.
And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game.
Better start using them timeouts, bro.
As well as they come up 2nd and 7. Goff going to throw it. Throw left side complete. It's Reynolds. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good
I ain't even go out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. As the clock shows 50 seconds to
no
play
more timeouts, bro.
Goff. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. a huge play at this point in the game.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big
What a
loss on
huge
sack.
play, bro.
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Rams are victorious here as we say so long from